This is one of my favourite albums of all time. In fact, it's probably top favourite with Slipknot Iowa. It's the now underrated and overlooked second album from Gallows, Great Britain. Now, it starts off with The Riverbank, which is a slow-paced song. Then it goes on to London Is the Reason, which is probably the most well-known song. Obviously, the video gets played on things like Scuzz and Kerrang, and it was quite big at the time. It goes on to Leeches, Black Eyes, I Dread the Night, Dead Voices, The Vulture, Acts 1 and 2. Act 1 is acoustic, and then Act 2 is very much heavier. The Riverbed, which it's not similar to The Riverbank at all. The Great Forgiver, Graves, Queensberry Rules, Misery, and Crucifix. Now, I'm sure that by the song names you can clearly tell that this album is brutal, this album is honest, and more likely than not, I think this album is political. Basically, there's a double disc with this. If you're curious as to why the 18 rating is, there's a DVD, and it features the Great Britain feature film, which is like several music videos in a row. You got The Riverbank, London Is the Reason, I Dread the Night, The Vultures, Acts 1 and 2, and Misery. It lasts about 25-26 minutes in total. Maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. And it's certainly a different type of film. It's probably, say, similar to if Green Street and The Clockwork Orange had a child and it was mixed with hardcore punk. That's just my guess, at least, because it certainly seems that way with how it feels to me. I never understood before why it was an 18 rating until, obviously, I've seen it, and it's violent, it shows a future Britain where the pigs are in charge. Now, the pigs are basically like the police and the people who are in control, and it's such an unusual content because they're all like wearing not masks, it's meant to be their faces, but I guess they are masks unless it's makeup. I'm sure you've probably seen the pigs if you've seen the video for London Is the Reason, and you know what I'm on about. The CD, my favourite songs on it's probably London Is the Reason and Graves. Now, if I'm correct, Graves is the song with Simon Neil from Biffy Clyro on it. His vocals do justice on this song, which is unusual because normally when you have a guest vocalist on, it doesn't normally work all that well. Favourite video of the DVD, favourite chapter of the film, I don't know what you want to call it, is probably The Vultures, Acts 1 and 2. The ending is a bit surprising to Misery, but well done because I wasn't expecting it. Like I said, probably my equal favourite album of all time, along with Iowa by Slipknot. What would I give this? Easy. 10 out of 10 for the album, just for the fact it's a masterpiece, and I can't understand why a lot of people hate it. It's absolutely brilliant. 10 out of 10 for the film. It's more than I was expecting with it. I was just expecting a series of short music videos jammed together, but it didn't. It worked together as a film. Total thing, obviously, 10 out of 10. It's a flawless masterpiece, and I really can't do enough justice in this video. So if you haven't heard this album and you are into hardcore punk or just rock in general, I suggest you take a listen to it because it's genius from start to finish. Absolute genius from Frank Carter & Co.